Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Emperor Kah-Lee, and the Gold Weapons Pack. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Friday, so you guys know what I like to do on Fridays. Instead of setting up the big review space, I like to go over to my tiny little review space in front of my toy shelves, and I like to take a look at something a little bit faster, a little quicker than I normally would with a regular review. But there's a lot to this AWOK figure, so it may be a little longer than a normal small review. It may not be 4 or 5 minutes. It may actually be closer to a regular length review, like 8 or 9 or 10 minutes. I don't know how long these things go. I try to keep them under 10 minutes, you know, so that I don't waste too much of you guys' time. So without further rambling, let's just get over to that little review space and take a look at Emperor Kah-Lee. All right, we're going to be taking a look at Emperor Kah-Lee here, and like I said, we're also going to be taking a look at the Gold Weapons Pack. So let's take a closer look at Kah-Lee's box here. You can see everything he comes with except for his little baggie of hands. It says Kah-Lee Conquest armor. On the back, we've got a little write-up. It says, Emperor Kah-Lee, reigning over all of the great animal houses, this tyrannical leader rules with an iron paw. You've got the other languages there. Other figures in Wave 1, which is really cool. You've got this little write-up here. Collect them all, Primal Series Wave 1, and then it gives you a little warning about heating up the joints because they could be cool or they could be a little tight. I love this artwork. This artwork is really nice. You have some more of it there on the side, and then just some design there on the other side of the package. Looking at the golden weapons set here, we just have the logo on the left and right sides and the top, and then we have Pale, the character Pale, here on the back. That same little warning. I love this nice artwork here on the back of this. That same little warning from Wave 1, and this says visit awok.fun. So let's get these opened up and take a closer look at everything they come with. All right, starting off with the accessories, Kah-Lee comes with this golden musket pistol, which looks really cool. There's no moving parts, no rotating barrel, just done up in this gold and blue. Looks really nice. And at first I thought he came with the exact same, like two of the exact same swords. They're very similar, but they're also very different. You can see they both feature a curved and straight part of the blade. They're all cast in this gold color with this blue handle, and then we have like a fatter pommel on this one. This is very reminiscent of the elven swords from Lord of the Rings, and then this one's a little more jagged, a little more, it's got like a bent handle, and I like them both. Of course, we get that AWOK orange little baggie with extra hands here, and let's see what we get. Looks like we get 2 fists with horizontal hinges, and I really like how they incorporate the hinges into the sculpt of the hands on the palms. I think that looks really cool. Then it looks like we get 2 open gesturing hands on horizontal hinges, and then he comes with 2 weapon gripping hands on him in the package. His right hand is vertical hinged and his left hand is a horizontal hinge. Next up, we're just going to be taking a look at Kah-Lee himself, standing straight up and down right out of the package, and he is gorgeous. I love these golds and these blues and the dark blues and the light blues and the purple for his hair. I just think, you know, he's a diabolical villain, but man, he looks oh so good in figure form. I love that he's got this sort of asymmetrical armor with the sort of the headdress on the left shoulder that looks like sort of like an ape or a baboon or something like that. It looks really cool. He looks fantastic. Now, taking a closer look at Kah-Lee, I hope you can see this gaze he has, this very menacing stare that he has, which looks great. Here's the close-up shot of that armor. You have a little bit of purple around it. There's that shoulder pad that I was telling you about. It looks really, really cool. I love that ape design. You can see the hair flowing over his back. He does have a plastic cape. We have this gold and blue design. I love this little pop of color that ties back up to the purple on his neck. I love the leg armor. Of course, you can see more of that purple on the underneath side of his cape. The the lower legs, and the here's that vertical hinge, and the gauntlets. The greaves and the gauntlets are both removable, but they fit very tight. I love those feet. They just look great. As far as articulation goes, the head can look up and down about that far. It can rotate left and right. Your arms can go all the way around if you want them to. You can get them to go all the way out to the side. And that shoulder pauldron's a very soft rubbery plastic, so it does get out of the way. You do have a butterfly joint here on the shoulders on both sides. This one may be hindered a little bit by that shoulder pad, but here we can show you on this one how well it works. And then we have that upper bicep swivel right here, which looks great. We have double jointed elbows. They do have pins, but I will say the pins are very well hidden on this particular figure. Like I said, the gauntlets are a separate piece, and if you remove the hand, you can slide them off. There is no articulation point there. Then for the chest, we have this nice diaphragm cut. So you can bend all the way forward and bend all the way back. You get a nice little clicky ratchet joint in there. It sounds really nice. And then he does rotate 360 at the waist. For the legs, you can go all the way forward. You can go all the way out to the side, and then you can go all the way back. And then let's see here. We do have some rotation at the hip, but no upper thigh cut. We have double jointed. Oh man, this is going to be a really tight joint. I may have to hit this with some heat. Yeah, I had to hit that with some heat. And then it bends just nicely. You have double joints there. Then down at the bottom, you do have a hinge and a forward-facing pin, but no swivel. And again, those greaves are removable. Let's see here. We can pop the head off. Oh, we almost lost the cape, and you can see that the cape is removable. It's a little purple around the neck, and then you can just put all of that back on. I think this guy would look great with a custom cape, but boy, that stare is super menacing. Now, taking a closer look at the weapons pack, man, we've seen some of these weapons before, but they look good in this gold and brown motif. Let's first take a look at this heavy laser rifle. It's got some wraps around the stock and has that little cocking mechanism. Looks really good. We have this little dagger that's very befitting of an emperor, I think, with that gold handle, the brown handle, and the gold blade. Looks really nice. Now, this is probably my favorite weapon out of the lot. It's this larger kind of like legendary looking sword. Looks great. I can't wait to pop that in his hands. We do have this larger axe with this leather wraps around the blade and a gold pommel around the handle, and that gold pommel, and that golden head of that axe just looks incredible. We do have the extra little post here, and that is for this golden spear tip, which also could double as a little short sword, but it is keyed, so you just got to rotate it until you find it, and then there you have it. You've got this nice spear that I also think is very befitting of an emperor. So I think that's going to look great in his hands. We do have that same musket pistol that he came with before, that blunderbuss, and then there it is. It's just the same weapon, just in a gold and brown, which does look really nice. And then lastly, we have this massive mace, this club with this boss head on it. Just looks so good. Leather wraps. This thing looks very, very menacing. All in all, I'm super happy with this figure. I was able to pick up both issues 1 and 2 of the comic, and I give them a read, and I really like the story. I won't spoil the big reveal in the first 2 issues, but I will tell you that Emperor Kah-Lee is a really diabolical bad guy. He is pretty menacing, and I think he makes a really good villain, to stand up with the likes of Skeletor, in their world. I think he's really, really cool, and I love his design. After reading the first 2 comics, I decided, yep, I think I got to get this guy. And when I was there picking him up at a show, I decided to go ahead and get the gold weapon set since they kind of go so well with his armor. I think I want to fit this guy with like a custom cape, and I think he would be like shelf worthy. He is a lot of fun. My buddy Greg kind of turned me onto these and said, you got to pick up some, you got to play with them. They're a lot of fun. And thankfully Articulated Empire sent me one for review, and I love it. This guy is incredible, from the armor to the stuff that he does come with to the sculpt. He's pretty fantastic, and I'm digging him a lot. I think he is probably the standout figure from Wave 1, most definitely. And we have taken a a look at other AWOK figures before, so definitely check out those reviews and give them a view, because this is a really fun line, and they're very, affordable. What you get and for what you pay is a really good value. So definitely check them out at your favorite online retailer. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.